On today's episode of The Therapy Crouch, we've got a very special guest, my mum, Karen Clancy.
We talk about Abbey and Karen galloping on camels.
And I relive my days as the star of the Harlequin dance troupe.
All this and more on today's episode of The Therapy Crouch.
Brick and, a backsplash.
I've bricked a few backsplashes to my... Fuck off, you fat bastard.
I'm leaving you.
Bright spark in the toolbox. That doesn't even make sense either. Just a complete tool, basically.
You haven't been shabbering me, actually. I had 2 words to say. Ed Sheeran.
Well, that's
You
one of
like
my
that?
favourites as well.
Hello and welcome to The Therapy Crouch with me, Abbey Clancy.
And me, Peter Crouch.
How you doing,
I'm good.
guys?
So good, so good. How are we?
Good?
All good.
Why are you smiling?
I'm just happy to be here, Abby.
To be honest, he's happy to be here because he got pied off last week, didn't he? Because we had Rio and Kate on.
Yeah.
He was kind of surplus to requirements, so it's nice to have Ross back.
I know.
Yeah, how was your weekend? So I saw it on telly.
Yeah, so we went to the Brits, which I always love the Brits. My friend Damien is like one of the big wigs
Yeah.
at Warner and, runs the Brits. He was on the cover of Music Week and proud of him. So I just want to give a shout out to Damien, who we love.
We do love Damien. But yeah, so is that why we present an award?
Well, probably, because we've got inside friends. We've got friends on the inside.
It's not who you know.
Yeah.
It's not. Yeah, it's not what you know.
One or the other.
But I had a bit of a when we got asked to present the award, I was so skeptical about it because last time I presented an award and it was to Ed Sheeran, I had 2 words to say, Ed Sheeran. And I was stood on stage. I was pregnant. Everyone thought I was pissed, but obviously I wasn't because I was like 6 months pregnant. And I was too busy like watching the VTs and completely missed my cue. I was just standing there like this big pregnant bimbo.
I was watching it at home and I thought, I'm sure she's got something to say.
So Pete made his own script and made sure I only had 2 words again. The nominees are...
Yeah, I saw that.
I thought you delivered them fantastically well, though.
Do you know it was so hard being on a stage in a leopard print catsuit, a leopard print Cavalli runway catsuit
That's why I didn't
with
do
a
it.
mic in my hands and
difficult.
not singing Shallow. It's the first time.
Think of how many music
Babe, that could
bigwigs-
have been my moment.
That would have been your perfect
You'd have been the
Martine McCutcheon perfect moment.
Literally. But I was like Roger Rabbit, like when you Tourette's
You dying
vibe.
to sing Shallow.
I just wanted to sing Shallow so much.
You should have just done it. It was your moment there with all the music people.
I know, but I couldn't because I was breathing in so much in that outfit.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I could have got my notes out.
I think it was worth it.
Pete looked good as well. He looked like
Someone
the,
said
the milk tray man.
Milkshakes. Steve Jobs. I got a bit of Steve Jobs.
Everyone was saying how incredible you looked, apart from my dad. My dad called me and went, "What the fuck's going on with Peter? He's got a big bouffant." But we had a great
I
day.
have to say, we went up there early, right? Yeah. And I was involved in a
Should we talk them through a
very
day?
girly day.
Yeah.
I have to say, it was
A girly day. It was one of the best days of your life.
I enjoyed it, but it was very girly. Like,
So the Brits Day is a big thing. So I'll talk you through a typical get ready with me, Gwem. Let's do a little Gwem for Brits Day.
is that a thing called Gwem? Is that what people do?
Gwem.
It can't be Gwem.
It's like a thing on
Get ready with me. Yeah.
Gwem.
Yeah.
It's like what the kids do
Young
on
ones-
Insta.
It's like what the young ones are doing. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's what the young ones do
You
on
can have a
TikTok.
go as well.
Oh my God, I can't. We went to the Brit Awards with Perfect magazine. And Katie Grand, who's one of my really good friends, and she's the editor of Perfect, and she asked me to do like a Perfect magazine takeover on my phone. Like, when you've got your phone, you're trying to like do something arty. I'd turn around, it was me with 10 chins. And then I tried to flip it the other way and it was like, wouldn't zoom in. I couldn't get the flash on. I also had these leopard print gloves on, so my screen couldn't work. And all the kids were laughing at me and I felt like 900 years old. So I need some of our listeners to give me some top tips on how to be a content creator.
Actually,
I know.
That is literally what I do.
I know. But so a typical getting ready. We left the house at 10 in the morning. We stopped off at McDonald's on the way, which is normally what you should do at the end. But we had a pre-match Big Mac.
Nice. At 10 a.m. Tidy.
11. And it was so funny because McDonald's was so busy. And I was like, ugh, what wrongins eat McDonald's on a Saturday morning? Meanwhile, me and you were like stuffing our faces in the back
While
of
we're
the
in the
car.
queue.
I know, couldn't believe it. So we got to the hotel. I had a massage booked for me and Pete.
Nice.
Then, because we're going straight from the hotel to the Brits, we had all our clothes and all our gear with us.
This is where the problem arose, like the first problem.
So obviously Pete stripped off to get his massage. He's getting his massage, so I packed all his clothes away and gave them to Lee, the driver,
Yeah.
to take home.
So when I get up from the massage, I'm like, where's the clothes gone?
Bearing in mind, it's 12 o'clock. We're not leaving till 5.
I'm not putting on my suit now. I've got like 5 hours to chill around the hotel. Bearing in mind, it's all like, you know, Ab's got a makeup artist and, you know, the hair people
Did
there.
they not give you the robe at the hotel?
But
No,
you
he
want
had
to see
a
his
robe.
robe?
Hugh Hefner.
Talk about Rosie Huntington Whiteley robe.
It was
right?
like a mini skirt robe, which wouldn't even
Barely
fit round his
covered.
waist.
Barely covered me.
So Alfie, my best friend Alfie, who was doing the hair with my sister Elle, luckily had an emergency face mask in his bag. So Pete, it calmed Pete down quickly. So Pete was sitting in the robe that would barely their robe with a face mask on,
This is an unbelievable
watching the
sight.
football.
If you walked in there, right, and saw me, I had a mini skirt dressing gown on with a face mask on, right, trying to watch the football.
But then you had a haircut. You got more pampered than me that day.
Well, I just thought to myself, what else am I going to do? I'm either going to embrace the situation or go downstairs and have a beer with no clothes on. That was literally, the only option I had to do was just embrace this girl's day.
I respect that.
So, you know what? That's what I did. And I did everything that a girl would do.
Did you enjoy
Barring a
it?
few things. It was relaxing. I enjoyed it. It's not something I'm in a rush to do again, but I get it.
He was just chilling with his face mask on while I was getting hair glued into my head and,
A lot goes into it.
you know, the 5-hour makeup but it's good. It's a big deal. The Brits. It's always a fun night,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, feel quite honoured that we got asked to present an award to Dua Lipa,
I know.
who
big
I
name.
love. She was incredible.
That's a big award that you got to do as well. Best new pop artist or something like that. Wasn't
It was an honour, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it was a bit like, oh God, we can't drink now till 9:30, otherwise we're going to be bladdered. Going on this.
That was
did
the
ya?
issue.
Did
We
ya?
had a couple. I mean,
We had a couple, yeah.
Well,
I was like, I'm not going to drink until before the award. Oh, go on, just have a little inch. Give me a little inch. Oh, do you want to drink? Oh, no, I'm not drinking. Oh, go on, give us another little inch.
give her an inch and take tomorrow.
Give her an inch and she'll drink the bottle. No, it was good, wasn't it?
It was good, yeah.
And we saw Rio and Kate there, looking fabulous. Yeah, I was terrified to hug Rio because he was like head to toe in white and I had like all, you know, tan
Yeah.
and body glitter all over me. So I thought I was going to get that over him. And Kate looked fantastic.
Yeah, of course. And you know, that brings me neatly onto my weekly wine, actually.
Oh,
Basically the weekly wine involves, obviously, they came around to our house, Rio and Kate, didn't I, for the last podcast.
that's your wine?
Well, it's just...
Wait until you get my wine then.
My wine is this selective shoes off at the door. I can't even use my front door anymore, right? I'm going in through the utility like a dog. And Rio and Kate coming,
Know your place,
how
bitch.
are you guys? Rio obviously being the perfect, you know...
Yeah. Respectful guest.
for being
Host.
being the respectful guests that they were, should I take my shoes off? No, God.
I clocked that.
I don't even care. Don't even worry about it. Shoes off? Not a problem.
This old floor. Oh no.
This floor here?
But I was so embarrassed that they
So
came.
blasé.
I was embarrassed that they came to the house because we've still got no furniture. So the house is like completely empty. Bloody Ralph peed on the rug just before they arrived. So there was it was like a barocca, like a luminous yellow on the rug. So, and Pete didn't tell me that Rio needed to be fed.
Yeah, I know.
And my Ocado was coming. My online food delivery was coming that afternoon. We'd had our breakfast before they arrived, and I had no food for Rio and Kate. Like, I literally couldn't even make them a piece of toast. It was so embarrassing.
I do have to kind of own up to that. Like, he had texted me in advance and said, like, be some food and stuff for me, because, like, He's on a schedule.
He's a big boy.
It's a protein. He does his works out and he needs to eat at specific times.
Macros at certain times.
So all that stuff, you know what I mean? So I just said, no
Meanwhile,
worries, mate.
Pete's like that on a crab stick because I've got nothing in.
Ab's on a fad diet, so hence so am I. So anyway, he texted and said, I said, we got all this covered, not a problem. Then didn't relay any of the information to Abbey.
Yeah, so I was so embarrassed. They turned up. They've had an hour journey. They were starving, thinking they were going to get like some big, slap up lunch, and didn't even have any drinks.
Yeah.
They were like, M&S ambassadors, you messing.
Well, I'll be honest with you, like Ab knows this very well, but I live my life kind of like what we did, what we got on today. So all the planning and stuff I'm not very good at. So when he asked me that, I said, I'll do that tomorrow, like I always do. Like you have to do, when you say, Ab will say, send me something on Amazon, you just buy that for me.
Oh yeah, like the World Book Day costume.
Yeah.
Which we didn't get. We had to just like rummage through the kids' dressing up box and send them in and be like, oh, sorry, they've forgotten the book, because we didn't have a Lilo and Stitch book to go with the Stitch pajamas onesie that Johnny went in on World Book Day. Yeah. I send it all to Pete in advance. I go through my list.
I don't do it there and then.
I go through, set my list of a morning, do that. I haven't got an Amazon account. Pete's got the Amazon account. So when I send them over, I think, that job's done. And it never
invariably,
is.
It isn't.
But you can plan a golf trip within an inch of its life.
You've already done that one. We cheers that one. That one's gone.
No, it's not.
That ship has sailed, sweetheart.
It hasn't. It actually hasn't. Guys, we've got a huge favour to ask you all.
Yeah, we took the mick out of people saying, subscribe to my channel last week. But that's exactly what we're asking you to do. Please subscribe, because it actually means a hell of a lot for this podcast. And if you do, we'll show you what Ross looks like.
If you want to see Ross's sexy schmush, hit subscribe now. Shabba. But going back to Rio and Kate, they did take the shoes off. Like a well-trained friend.
Well, only because I said she's lying here. Because I feel like I know Rio better. I've known Rio for a long time.
Rio definitely takes his shoes off.
She's being very polite here, but she wants you to take them off.
No, but you can tell people who walk into your house and don't take the shoes off are totally disrespectful in my eyes.
Dragged up.
Dragged up? I wouldn't dream of walking through someone's house with shoes on. My mum does that. Honestly.
Well,
and Ellie.
We might find out on today's episode.
My mum and Ellie do it. I'm like, get your shoes off, because you've been walking in the street. Dog poo.
But also, sorry, Ross, I do have a more kind of a weekly wine to add to this. The other day I was watching you two from the top, just peeking over, you and Sophia, and she had high heels on and you were walking up and down the new floor. Sophia was like testing out how to walk in high heels, which is a lovely moment for a mother and daughter to share, I'm sure. The first time she's ever put heels on in her life.
No, it's not. But yeah. Well, no, Gina had sent me
But not on the floor that we...
Gina had sent me so many incredible pairs of shoes, like massive stiletto platforms and covered in Swarovski crystals and leopard print. And my girls were obviously like, oh my God. So that we were playing catwalk in the hall.
Yeah.
And I did post a video of it, and I literally got thousands of people going, oh my God, you're not allowed heels on the floor. So I just need to say no floors were harmed during the making of that video.
Okay. But
unlike you carrying the frigging truck in for the kids and scraped all my floor.
So I didn't want to grass up the kids, but they're not here now. So, I didn't do that. I was watching the match, and then they came in with that PJ Mask lorry, and I didn't know it was scratching the floor.
Well, it is.
But my issue with all of this is, Rio and Kate, high heels, and I'm still coming through the utility.
Are you though?
That doesn't make any sense.
Are you coming through the utility when I'm not there?
In the utility.
Me, Jeffrey and Ralph are utility based.
Can I come in yet?
I'm just going to put a lock on that door.
The dogs are at the door, they want to come in. I'm like, can you let us in?
Have you dried off, Pete? Have you dried off? Come on, come in.
I might just get in there with them. Stay curl up next to Jeffrey on the dog bed.
You'd be like the Great Dane.
Yeah.
Literally the doghouse. Literally.
So your wine is that you're not allowed in?
No, my wine is just selective shoes off. It's like, how do you define someone when they arrive at our house? Whether they're utility shoes on or shoes off.
Well, in future, people who don't offer to take the shoes off at the door are not coming in.
Yeah.
You never take yours off, Ross?
Yeah, I do.
Only now?
I always have Pete's nice Ugg slippers on.
Well, where they go. They're all hot every time I put them on.
I did have a box of brand new slippers next to the front door.
Where did that go?
It got moved when the floor got done.
Can we put it back?
Yeah, it was handy that.
Mm.
A lot of slippers, and they're all like, you can have guest slippers. It's a good vibe, that. I enjoy it. Okay, I'm going to go into some...
These new, like, papers. Ross,
Yeah, but you don't even look at that. So
I've never looked at it. When Ross gives us, like, a topic to talk
Just do
about on our podcast, I've never looked at it once.
You never wanted to do it.
I'm a natural.
Au naturel.
Au natural.
Well, listen, I'm going to go for it. You can't read these anyway. Audience wines. Following the Shabba story. That noise isn't helpful. That's why you don't have one.
That's my wine. You haven't been shabbering me, actually.
Oh, my God, yeah.
I thought you'd be shabbering me since this whole shabba thing, and you haven't.
I haven't had the opportunity to shabba you.
You have?
Have I?
Loads.
I don't remember an opportunity, really.
Oh, my God. We need to go back to what you said when you were...
This is up there with content creation.
Go on.
going back to the Brits. 'Cause I was just thinking of times then in my head where I've been naked and could have been shabbered.
Can't do it naked.
When I said to Pete, God, you look so nice at the Brits. And he said,
the exact quote.
He said, yeah, I liked it. Elegant, timeless, effortless, classy.
No, you've gone too far there. You went too far there.
I said one extra.
I didn't say effortless.
You said effortless. Effortless was 100% there. Effortless, timeless, and elegant. Elegant.
I definitely said elegant.
Elegant?
Would you be
No, I
serious?
was going for elegant. I think I was... I just spent too long with the girls. That's all I did. That's all that happened.
Tell me I told you to write
No, I
that
only wrote
exact
down
words.
elegant. I wrote down elegant. I just said elegant. I said it's an elegant look.
You said elegant, timeless, and sharp or suave or something.
Timeless.
Suave.
Suave. Do you know, to have as much confidence that Pete's got,
What?
I would love.
What?
To be fair, he was rocking it today.
You were rocking it and it's great, but you are a very confident person.
I don't know what you mean by confident. Like, I'm not like having myself.
You were on Brits night.
I wasn't on Brit's night.
Absolutely.
I'm not,
when we get on stage, you shut up. let me say the script that I've prepared.
The only reason that because obviously on the other podcast we have a couple of taglines and they're back stronger and San Marino wanted to get in. And the only two things I wanted to get in because there's lots of people out there at the Brits who are wondering why on earth I gave a speech about people being back stronger. But if you listen,
No, I think that's
to
a
the
quite.
football. If you listen to, but lots of people go, well, they're new artists, like lots of them, and of course they'll be back
Well,
next
not
year.
for best pop.
But anyway, I just wanted to get those little taglines in because the people that listen to that podcast will very much appreciate it, and that's the only reason why I did it. And it was a great stage to do it on. But I didn't say shut up, let me speak. And also, I'm not ultra confident. I don't know what ultra confident. When you get to an age where you're like, this is me, you become.
Oh my God. It's so funny as
You're
well. Like,
confident, but
do you remember we were talking about that the pilot, the fighter jet show with Austin Butler in?
Oh, Masters of the Air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I said, there's that guy, Callum, who's in that Masters of the Air. And Pete's like, oh, that show that you just fancy all the guys in it. And I was like, no, it's a great show. It's not that at all. And Pete was like, you're more Dua Lipa's dad's age than his.
again,
Shots fired there.
She puts legs on it, right? Because
No, you said you'd be more Dua's dad's type than his. That's what you said.
That's witty, to be fair.
True, right?
Dua Lipa's dad is a proper hunk, though.
Oh, yeah,
to be
well,
fair.
obviously, yeah, he is a good-looking man. But what I'm saying is like, I'm more closer to Dua Lipa's dad's age than Dua Lipa's fella's age. So what I was saying is, like, your market.
Sorry, that's what you
Is
said.
more-
Your market is not Callum's age. It's more Dua's dad's age.
But I was just saying, I'm closer to her dad's age than her fella's age. That's what I was trying to say. So you're with me.
But what does that make?
You've got balls, Pete. I'll give you that.
But you also wouldn't have been a virgin if you didn't met me.
Gets up on the Brits stage,
some
goes on
brave
Billy Big
juice,
Bollocks.
didn't I?
Yeah.
I was dressed elegantly.
Timeless.
I was having my...
That's the last time I'll be giving you a sheet mask.
Thank God, I was going to say something else then.
But yeah, I can't believe you put me in that.
No, you're not in that category at all. You can get any man you want. Fact. But I always say...
Right, listeners, write in.
100%.
Just pictures of your dad.
Send us pictures of you and your dad and I will choose.
We'll assess what market you're in.
Okay.
Young boys like a MILF anyway.
Certainly do.
Don't you know it?
That's my favourite genre. Isn't it, Kags?
Why do stupid boys like MILFs anyway? Weirdo.
It all started with... Yeah.
That's because you were breastfed
It all started
as a child.
It all started with Stifler's mum.
Yeah.
She's got it going on.
Stacey's mum.
Stacey's mum, Stifler's mum.
Is it not Stifler?
Stacey's mum.
Stacey's
has got
Stifler, wasn't it?
Yeah, Stifler's mum off American Pie.
American Pie.
Oh, but I thought you were saying Stacey's mum has got it going on.
You said Stifler's mum's got it going on?
Both have to be
Well,
fair.
it's a little bit of both, isn't it?
Yeah.
Stifler was the original, wasn't it?
Yeah. American Pie.
Okay, we started with saying that the Shabba went off on a tangent there. Following the Shabba story, our family have somehow managed to create a game called Tiddle Iddle Iddle, mainly by me and my two daughters. My husband is defo not a fan of this said game. If you notice anyone in a compromising permission, your fair game to tiddle iddle their bum with said finger in a high-pitched voice. Tiddle iddle. Yeah, I get it.
I'm all for that game.
Unless
I do that to the kids.
But hold on, there's a thing. Unless they claim BSA, which means butt shield activated, so you can't get them. So if you BSA it, you can't.
Is that like Flores? Is that like Homie?
Yeah, a bit like Homie. Yeah.
What's homie?
Like
Well,
the kids play this
40-40.
floor is lava kind of thing.
Yeah.
But you can't get, and you're running around. But if they're at Homie
Oh, like base.
base,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
My husband hates it, but we think it's hilarious. Once at a barbecue, all adults playing killer pool. My husband leant over the
what's
table.
killer pool?
Like killer pool.
Killer. It's like where you
Killer.
take a shot each. You get like 3 lives and you
You've
don't.
played that before.
Yeah, you will have played it.
3 lives. You've played it.
Never played
You
pool in
have.
my
You
entire
played it at
life.
Liberty's house once.
Did I?
We played killer. Yeah, you weren't
Was
that
it like
interested.
3 a.m. though? So
Yeah, you might not remember that one. But yeah, anyway, I see the opportunity to jump up and tiddle him, only to realise last minute that it's not my husband. Because my husband stood at the bar across from me, looking at me with a death stare. Needless to say, it was mega humiliating. But then I tried to explain to an entire room of people I barely knew, including the wife of the
my
man
God.
I just arse invaded.
Awesome, mate.
I had to explain to them about our family game.
You did that similar, like when we
little someone, thankfully, but
when we were in Ibiza, like we were in Manumission years ago, and I went to the loo and come back, and Pete like had his arms around some girl like over the balcony, and I come out the loo, and so did her
Honestly.
husband at the same time.
Oh my God.
And
I'm
Pete
not
had a heart
joking,
attack. Like we had
she
the
had-
same outfit on.
So you're on the balcony, and I was having a drink, and I turn around, I said, there's Av at the balcony. She's overlooking the balcony, blonde hair, exact same dress on. And I
It wasn't the same dress, but similar.
well, you know, yours was obviously much nicer.
Obviously, I had a better figure. As
But, yeah, I was so drunk, you know.
Do you know what? Looking back, I'm thinking
I went like that.
you fucking fabricated that whole story. I think.
I literally went behind her, had my arms around her, went like that, and then it was only when they both came talking about the fuck's cat and on. I went, oh! And then I went, oh my God. I said, look, I said, like, they're the same dress. I'm so sorry. I can't believe this. And that was it. But
Was she all right? So how long did you have your arms around it? Like,
I was gonna say, was she all right?
Only as like a second.
I would have.
No, like half a second.
Oh,
But it was
okay.
like, oh my God, what the hell's going on? So yeah, I feel your pain on this one.
That is hilarious, though.
But he could have come out and give you a right hook straight away.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, what the hell are you doing?
Or I could have.
More likely. All right. Well, tiddle. I like the game, but I do prefer a shabba.
Shabba just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? Shabba.
It's good. I like the thought of a potential blocky, though. Could just say blocky.
Yeah.
Blocky.
Block.
But the thing is, with the shabba or a tiddle, you don't know what's happening until it's happened, is it?
No.
Till the fingers of your arse.
if you're a stealth shabberer. If you do it correctly.
Yeah. Okay, hello. I've just been listening to your latest podcast and with the lady who has been offered the job in New York. I just wanted to say go for it as life is too short, and if your partner is meant to be, you'll both find a way to work it out. Do you believe in that quote, like, if you love someone, let them go? Because I don't.
Nah. Stick on them.
Such a cop-out, isn't it, that? Anyway, the reason is my partner of 6 years, we both live together, has been offered a job in Canada for 6 to 12 months. This will help him climb the ladder in his job. So as I work and we have 2 dogs and a house, etc., I'm unable to go with him, but I will be going over and he'll be coming back every so often.
Put that down a little bit, maybe.
Plus, this is for our future, so it is what it is for now. Life is never easy, but you have to grab certain opportunities when you can. Plus side though, my house will be lovely and clean and I can watch what I like on TV. Thank you, Val.
Yeah, listen, I just think it's each to their own. Like, you know, if you feel like that can work, then great. I think 6 to 12 months as well, it's not ideal at all, but it's.
What do you do if I said to you though, tomorrow, I've got a job in New York for 12 months?
I'd probably try and convince you to stay, but you know, ultimately it's up to you. I would hate for you to resent me later down the line for me to stopping you. Like, I'd want it to be your decision. I would go, look, I'm going to miss you loads.
As if.
No, I know as if, but I don't think that it should be my decision, or it's ultimately your decision. And if that is what you want to do, then what can you do about that?
I reckon you'd be made up, Pete. You'd be like, see you later, love. I'm packing your bags.
Yeah. I reckon you'd be made up as well.
I'd be made up.
10 days in it.
I couldn't go because of the kids.
Yeah.
No.
Actually, I'd bring them with me. Just put them in school there.
What, I'd stay here on my own?
You can stay. Yeah.
I'll come straight through that fucking front door, I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah. Shoes on.
Shoes on.
Fine.
Leave me little teas around. Little pencils everywhere.
Careful what you wish for. Okay, next one.
Listen, I think if it works for them, it works for them.
Yeah, I think it's individual.
Everyone's different.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that.
Different strokes for different folks.
Yeah. Hey, Abbey and Pete, my whine is about how quickly these bloody supermarkets are pushing any and every occasion on us. I've only just got over the PTSD from the nightmare of Christmas, and already I'm seeing Easter eggs in aisle 1. As if my kids needed any excuse to bleed me dry. This one also comes with the lovely added bonus of the sugar rush meltdowns and verbal abuse when I tell them they have to wait another month before they can have any. Give me strength.
My friend Jane from the school, I saw her in M&S the other day, and she was buying her daughter's Easter egg because I was like, Jane, it's going to be off by the time, by the time it's Easter. Should know because the ones that she likes sell out. So they get it in now. Imagine looking at an Easter egg for a month in your house without eating it.
Yeah,
That's like pure torture.
I think that'd be gone, especially for kids. They don't understand why they can't eat their Easter egg that they can see.
But what I love about Easter coming round quickly is the cream egg. Cream egg is back. It's my favourite. That and a double-decker.
Double-decker?
I love a double-decker.
And a flake.
Like that coffee nougat.
Oh,
yeah.
Double-decker.
Ice cold one.
Yeah, oh yeah. Break your
Snap
teeth on
the
them.
nugget.
Yeah.
Snap the nougat.
Yeah. I love my chocolate in the freezer.
Would you not say that was my favourite chocolate bar?
I just think a double-decker's that was like 90s.
It's a fucking meal in itself, though. I tell you what, you feel terrible after a double-decker.
It's not what I'd choose.
You do
I feel like a caramel or a Westbolt beats them.
I'm not a caramelly.
Oh, caramel's unreal.
God, I haven't seen caramel.
Do you know what I saw people doing on pancake day? Getting cream eggs and putting them in the microwave and then putting them on the pancake.
No.
Looks heavy, that.
I don't like the cream egg filling.
What?
Liquidy.
That's the best bit.
Oh, liquid. Oh, you don't like it liquidy?
It needs to be hard and cold.
I
wouldn't like a melted cream egg.
I don't know.
I like a cream egg.
You eat it in one go. It just
Do you?
freaks me out.
Mate.
No, don't throw it in there. Oh, it's a 3-biter.
It's not.
Two, 3 bites.
You can take your time with
Head
cream
off.
egg.
Tiny lick. Don't be clipping this up, you bastard. See it going through your head,
Have that camera one, please, Pete.
Can I just cream egg? For God's sake, this
Mum,
is
can you pass my makeup bag?
cream egg, all right? It's the cream egg can bite the head off.
I keep mine in the fridge, bite the head off, lick it out.
Fucking hell.
And then I like to dip my chocolate in my cup of tea.
You'd like to? Yeah, I like to put it in the freezer, but then dip it in a tea and then let it melt in my mouth.
You know, my friend uses a twirl as a straw with a cup of tea. Yeah, using a twirl as a straw in a cup of tea.
Okay, I like that.
You like that?
Well, I love a twirl. That's
You
one of
like
my
that?
favourites as well. But yeah, I never thought to use it as a straw.
How would that work? Do I have a twirl? It's not got a hole in it.
It's not going to be in there for long.
It has.
Am I thinking of the right
It's
thing?
not a hole
If
in
you
it.
bite the tip of a twirl, it's in like 4 holes.
Oh yeah, like almost like an arrow or something.
Yeah, but the holes go all the way
A
through.
ripple would be good for that, wouldn't it?
I don't like Galaxy.
You don't like Galaxy?
No.
Galaxy chocolate's
Elite.
probably the best
Yeah.
chocolate. Like.
No.
Lindor maybe.
Oh, I hate Lind.
Oh, you're messed
Hate
up. you.
Lind. It's only dairy. Dairy. What's it called?
Cadbury's.
Dairy milk.
Dairy
Cadbury's.
milk.
Cadbury's.
Cadbury's.
All right.
Yeah, I don't fuck with Nestle either.
No.
That's dead.
I love a Caramac though.
Aren't they Kit Kats as well?
No. Oh,
Yeah.
Nestle. Yeah, maybe actually.
Yeah, Nestle. Nestle's good.
I'll eat a
Nestle.
Kit Kat.
Huh?
Kit Kats are good.
Say that again. Right.
Do you want to maybe say that you're a bit ill, Abby?
Yeah, I've got chest infection. If you can't already tell,
Okay.
I'll let you laugh.
All right.
it's a horrible noise, isn't it?
Can we get back to helping her out? What are your thoughts on supermarkets kind of like pushing agendas?
Well, it's Mother's Day before Easter, so you've got to buy. You know, I've already bought all my Easter supplies. I bought 3 1-meter grass bunnies,
Yeah.
painted plates with bunny rabbits on, and
They were early, weren't they? You got them early.
you have to get in there quick.
Yeah.
I know it's annoying because it's good marketing, isn't it?
Oh, but the kids love it, don't they?
Mm.
Love Easter.
It's annoying. It is annoying. Like sometimes you go in like January and all the Easter stuff's out. It's like, freaking hell, give us a break. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
You know what they're doing.
Yeah, but you know.
It's only
at
just
least
said it's Christmas, Valentine's,
Yeah.
Mother's Day, Easter.
Well, the way I look at it, I look at it more of a positive way. Like it's a nice day, isn't it? You could have a normal weekend or you could have an Easter weekend.
And it
what I
keeps
mean?
collecting cards in business. I'm happy.
Yeah, but it's like it's better than the kids are happy, aren't they?
Mm.
Valentine's is a nice thing to do with your partner.
I've been getting loads of little kind of arts and crafts ideas off Instagram for Easter.
Okay.
Like I drew around the kids' hands the other day. Little tip for our listeners.
Good.
So if you draw around your hand, your 5 fingers,
Yeah.
then you cut the hand out, cut the middle finger out, fold them 2 in like that. It's a bunny rabbit hugging itself, and then you make a carrot and stick it in with your child's hand. So I made them.
That was lovely.
Oh,
They
that
were so
sounds
cute. And then we painted all the carrots, painted them, and keeps them occupied for hours.
Yeah, they were happy doing that.
Mm.
I got the whole Manchester derby out of that.
Did you? Fun for all the family.
Just just fun for all of the family. Everyone's a winner.
I sent Rio and Kate a picture of us the day after the Brits, like doing arts and crafts at like 9 a.m. and they were like, fuck that.
Yeah,
I was like,
they were hanging.
from red carpet to reading books. So I reckon we should cheers to that then.
Yeah, so my information needs to be better, clearer for you
No.
with guests. Yeah, because they
Like
said
you
they
just
wanted
need
food.
to, you just need to just be more efficient in life in general.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, my information.
Mm.
Yeah, we'll try and
Don't
do that.
don't let your mistakes embarrass me as a host.
Wow, that got very headless just very quickly.
Fucking hell, that was deep. That was,
Felt that
I
big.
felt that one. That one was real. That was some real shit.
Yeah, because it made me, like, I don't care if you forget things, but if it affects how I
If
look,
it reflects badly on you,
if it reflects badly on me,
yeah, okay. All right. And what I would like you to do is just be, inclusive of all shoe wearers. Don't discriminate on people wearing shoes. Like, don't be selective. We're all the same in our house. It's either shoes off or it's not. It's not, oh, welcome. Shoes, no problem.
Mm. Okay.
Happy with that?
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Darling.
These aren't my usual glasses.
Certainly not.
So, as Mother's Day is just around the corner at the time of this record, I thought we'd get you on, Mum, for our special Mother's Day edition.
Woo!
Woo!
Dave, you're on the therapy crouch. Are you a fan of therapy crouch, Karen?
Sorry?
Are you a fan of the therapy
I
crouch?
love it.
Do you?
Absolutely love it,
Do you
yeah.
listen every week?
It's like being at home.
Yeah.
It's just normal. Normal what goes
Yeah.
on at home.
I suppose it is really, yeah.
Yeah.
What I'd like to know, my first question is, what was Abbey like as a child?
Exactly like she is now.
Mm.
Always something on the go, something to do. If anything was happening, she was always the main one in it, and it was exciting. I enjoyed every bit.
Mm. As a youngster, was she good at school?
I wouldn't say she was always interested.
In school?
Yeah,
I'd
I
have
don't
told
get-
us she got 5 A stars or 10 A stars or
9
something.
A stars,
9
I
A
did.
stars.
Yeah, but Abby never really needed to study. It was kind of a natural thing with Abby.
Oh, yeah.
She liked the playful side. I felt
Yeah.
she was always in trouble. I was never away from the headmaster's office.
What was she in trouble for?
Oh, everything. Not doing what she should be doing. Yeah, on the grass when they should have been doing this.
I was never
She
doing
was-
anything mean.
No, it was never nothing naughty.
messing
it
around.
was just totally messing around on the grass when no one's allowed in the grass. Doing something over lunchtime she shouldn't have been doing. I was always in the headmistress office, right through the seniors and also right through the juniors. I remember one time, I think I was having our John, and the teacher actually waited for the 9 months till the pregnancy was over and then took me in the office, me and Abby. This is junior school. And she said, all the mums are complaining because all the kids are not allowed to do anything for lunchtime or a break time. They have to do what Abby says. And Abby goes, well, if I don't organise it, it's always boring. Which I found that
remember that
really
story.
funny.
That
You know,
story.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that.
A born
But
delegator.
she was, yeah,
A domineering side, you're really coming through.
yeah, it was,
Organisation, isn't it? Like, she
Yeah.
obviously is very prevalent today.
yeah. And-
Organisation.
Organised fun.
But I was never ever mean or never a bully or anything like that.
Nothing like that.
Just a bit.
None of my kids were like that. Never naughty, but just always up to little antics.
Mm.
Just,
Do you know one of my favourite stories, Karen, was when you found out through someone at your work that Abbey had been out
Oh.
in one of the early days?
yeah,
Pete,
I used to.
What?
Grassing me up.
It's a good story. I know it.
I forgot about that, actually.
No, that was our first night out. We sneaked out
Don't
and
bel-
stayed out till 6 o'clock in the morning.
Sorry.
I
I'd like to hear
would
your
not.
mum's side
I
of
would
things,
not
please.
believe that for 1 second.
I'm telling you the truth.
I used to teach in the college, so I used to teach all young girls, 16 onwards. So they would all be in town, and Abby had a friend, Charlotte, that she was always with, kind of a main friend then, and so they were always together. So I knew Charlotte's family, and they knew me. So if Abby was going to Charlotte's, that was fine.
Yeah.
I didn't give it a second thought or worry. I knew they'd be looking after her. And same when Charlotte come to mine. So Abby's like, I'm going to Charlotte's. Okay, Ab. So out she goes to Charlotte's. So next thing, that was Saturday. Next thing, Sunday morning, she's home quite early, really.
Because we had to hide in the street for like 3 hours till my mum went to work. This is Sunday, actually.
This is Sunday, yeah. So she comes home really early in a taxi. I'm like, oh my God, what's up? Thought you'd be saying in Charlotte. Oh, I'm not, I've got tonsillitis. Come in. I do on the couch, lying on the couch, continental quilt. She couldn't keep her eyes open. Oh, I don't feel a bit well.
This
On
is
the
incredible.
couch, fire on. I'm making a roast dinner. You all right? But you okay?
Mum, you've just
On
added
your
that.
knee.
You've added the roast dinner in.
Roast dinner on her knee. She's lying on the couch eating the roast dinner.
Just let her finish,
Looked after
please.
her all day. full day on the couch. And then I goes into work the next morning. All the girls, "Hiya, Karen, seen your Abbey out last night."
Oh.
Like, what? Oh, yeah. And described the clothes. She had my clothes on.
Which you cut up with scissors afterwards.
Yeah, so I goes into school and all the girls said, "Oh, seen your Abbey out." And I'm going, "Abbey?" "Oh, yeah. She was in, what was the club called that you used to go?"
Barcelona.
No, it wasn't about, what was the club called? After club?
Sunrise.
Yeah, then to the Sunrise for the next morning.
What was it called that?
I couldn't believe it. My stomach, I just wanted to get home and kill her.
So did you have to complete your day's work
I had
and then
to do
get
the
back
whole day's
after you've been
work.
looking after her for
After I'd done the whole day on the couch, she had tonsillitis, but it was really, she was hungover.
Yeah.
So I couldn't wait to get home. And I'm going, "How are you? I feel a little better." "Oh, do you now?" Not to do with you being out.
Battered.
Not to do with being out till after 4, 5, 6 in the morning. Underage with all my students from class.
Oh, did she learn a lesson?
No, but it was fun. It was fun. I've done it myself.
Superb.
Kags, you were obviously on the show with Abbey a long time ago, the parent trip. Do you remember that?
Yes.
What was that like, that filming experience?
Horrendous. Horrendous. They said, "Which one?" "You picked it, didn't you, Ab?" With the camels. We thought we were going to have a little trip through with the camels of a day and then back to the hotel of a night. I had all stilettos in my bag and all nice clothes.
With a Helly Handsome, like.
Yeah. And
Well,
when
you were trekking through India, right?
but they didn't, it was kind of just pick one, wasn't it? We thought the camels, we're going the camel of a
I
day.
can't remember that we had the choice.
There were so many people that were going into it, weren't they? And you had to choose one. So we got there, and then the first morning we got up, didn't we, Ab? And it was lovely. We got there in the night time. They had all the Indian girls all dancing in this beautiful Indian hotel. It was like a palace, wasn't it?
Mm.
We went out in the grass and they had all the food out and the Indian girls were dancing. And then the next morning it started. We had to get up and we got on those little tuk-tuks.
Yeah.
And they put us on the road. Oh my God. What
It
was that
carnage.
like?
You know,
There's no lanes.
It's like a lawless.
Yeah.
There's no lanes. You
Not
just
everyone abiding by the highway
surviving.
code, I imagine.
Just
No.
surviving, weren't you? Getting through it.
It was an incredible experience. That, you know, it was kind of comparing mother and daughter relationships
Yeah.
to mother and daughter relationships all around the world.
Yeah.
And we were with like a traveling Indian family
Mhm.
who were like entertainers basically.
Yeah.
And they lived on their own kind of carriage cart and travelled through all the villages. But bearing in mind, all these villages, you know, out in the countryside in India, they didn't even have electricity or anything. So they were like the entertainment.
Mm.
And we just, you know, we'd be just driving through fields and they'd pick vegetables out the ground and just eat them, like completely different way of like incredible.
Did you get involved in the entertainment performance of Shallow? Or?
Yeah, I had to do a bloody dance, which I was like, all the producers hated me because I am actually quite shy.
Yes.
No, I am.
So I've heard from you.
And I was like,
No one else has ever said it.
I didn't want to do the dance. I was so worried about doing it. But they loved us, didn't they? Like,
Yeah. Yeah. One of the girls had hurt her, was it a leg or ankle or something
she had
like
like
that?
a big abscess on her foot.
And then she couldn't dance. So the whole thing got changed round where we would dance for her and give her the money that we got. Remember? And we had to go to the
Bloody cow farm.
the gypsy cattle farm, wasn't it?
Cattle convention. And dance to like all these like, you know, thousands of people who hadn't even seen a Western person in their entire lives.
Didn't
other
see
than
anyone with blonde hair.
Something's fishy here. One of the villagers going, "Here, I'll get these dancing." You go to the hospital, pretend you've hurt your arm.
Next thing you got to see blonde bombshells turn up.
I know, yeah. But you know,
I remember you saying that.
it was the first time I'd stayed in a tent. So, you know, I thought we'd be like staying in hotels.
Yeah.
And we rolled up and they'd set out this campsite and I was just hysterical crying and I didn't want to get out the car.
Mm.
Not in an ungrateful way. I was just scared.
Yeah.
You know, I don't like being away from home. So to be completely out of my comfort zone. And we used to sit there overnight on the table with just hundreds of villagers just standing around us in a circle. And by like the third night, we didn't even notice them. We were just like, me, the producers, the camera guy, you know, we didn't even notice, obviously my mum, and we didn't even notice that all these people were around us, did we?
No.
But we really took to it like, I loved it. Like we were galloping through the desert.
Abbey was fantastic.
Camels.
She was like racing on the big, massive camels.
They all bet like on horse racing, but on camels out there, like all the locals. So obviously after I was over the initial shock that we had to stay in a tent, and bearing in mind we had to pack up this tent every day and do 200 miles on camelback every day. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Did I? Yeah. We had to. That was part of the show. But you had no skin on your bum left, Mum, did you?
No.
Literally, we were like, I can't go to camel. My mum's bum is red,
Skin on her bum.
But when they said, do you want to, you ride on the camels on the trip? We were like, yeah.
We thought it was going to be fake for TV, like 5 minutes on the camel.
No, it's a hell yeah.
Yeah, it was every day, all day from morning till night. You used to get to the camp and it was pitch black. They used to send people ahead, didn't they, to set up camp. And we would get there pitch black and we'd have a little light on our head.
I was like, can't you fucking cheat this? This is going to be like 30 seconds on the show. We're on the camel for 9 hours.
Yeah.
Surely you can just like do like, we can just do like a cheating shot.
Yeah.
But they literally had us on camelback for 9 hours a day. But obviously that added to the kind of our mood and how we felt and breaking point. But I bloody loved it.
Yeah.
Did it do anything for your mother-daughter relationship afterwards? Like, that's quite a mad experience to do as an adult, especially to go over to like India or...
It was difficult. I remember like on one of the earlier days and he goes, go to the toilet now because that's going to be the last time you can go. And you're like, well, what do you mean? Remember?
There's no toilets in the middle of the desert in India.
None. So you just have to like
dig a hole and
like there was all the camera crew and all the chefs and there was all people there, and you just have to try and
people put some baby wipes around like they're going on to fashion.
We didn't even get a shower for like a week.
No.
My eyelids were like so swollen, like.
I was full of mouth ulcers.
No skin on your ass.
We used to be lying in the tent, me and Abby, like that, holding each other's hands for night. And then we'd get up. You could hear the drums. Drums were beating, weren't they? Were like, oh, it's gone. And you'd wake up the next morning. And there was about 2,000 people looking at you as you got up.
We'd just get up in the morning and we'd hardly slept at all because we were like, oh, what's that noise? Then it was roasting in the day, freezing at night. Yeah. And then we'd get up and there'd be a million kids.
All just looking at you.
A million local kids just round our tent, sitting in silence until we got up. And then once we got up, they were like, like the few little English words that they know. They were like, Mama, love you, Mama. And it was amazing. Like they just loved us.
There was more people coming, wasn't there?
Wow.
Because they'd never seen anything like this. It was a good experience to be completely thrown out of your comfort zone and do something completely off the wall, because that was one of the reasons why I wanted to do it, because, you can go on holiday with your mum, you could go to Spain or wherever in the world and have a, nice holiday in a hotel, but you would never get that chance to do something like that.
It's an experience, isn't it? So your mum, not just to Abbey and your 3 other kids, but you're also mother-in-law to Peter. When you look back on your first impressions of Pete when you first met, what comes to mind?
When I first met Pete,
Mike, sorry,
it was
I'm not.
Abby's 21st, and we had it on the Albert Dock.
Is that when we first met?
Yeah, and Pete came with all his friends, and you barely kind of introduced me to him because he was kind of with all his mates in one corner and Abby was there. Pete, and all the people I knew.
Pete hosted the party?
That's the first time. Yeah, but I hadn't met him. We hadn't been introduced.
I can't believe
That's
that.
how I met Pete for the first time. And then the second time you came to our house, Pete, because you weren't working, you broke your nose.
Oh, yeah.
And Pete just came. We didn't know, to the house. Abby had sent him.
Like a stray dog.
Yeah. Oh, hi. Come in, piece of crunch. Sit down.
Come in, piece of crunch.
Oh.
Yeah.
So do you remember that, Pete?
Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
And do you remember your first impressions of him? What did you think about him?
I didn't really know anything about him. It was just one night. Abby was in the kitchen and she was like, oh, Mum, tell me everything she was doing, but she never does. Mum, I'm going out and we're going here and what you telling me all this for? It's normally, Mum, I'm going out, see you later.
Yeah.
And just oversubscribing what she was doing. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, you're going out with your mates. Put your coat on. No, I don't want my coat on. I'm going, Abbey, it's freezing, put your coat on. So out she runs. So I'm hanging out the window.
No, that's when you wouldn't give me any money for a taxi. You said, I was like, can I have money to go to Kate's? And you was like, I'll drop you off.
Yeah.
I was-
No, there was something wrong. Something going on.
Yeah.
She was
That's when I had no money to buy Pete a drink at the bar.
She was acting
I'll have a water.
unreal. I'm like, I'll take it or whatever. So she off she goes out the door. So our house is 3 stories high. So the kitchen was at the middle level. So I'm hanging out the window, going, Abbey, where are you going? I couldn't understand what she was doing. And then I seen this. Was it like a BMW?
I had an X5, yeah.
Black one, something like that. And she runs.
Gangster.
She runs out of my house down and jumps in this car. I'm like, where's she going? I'm like that, Abbey. And that was the night she went off with Pete. But I didn't know she was going with Pete. I didn't know where
But I
she
came
was
back
going.
a few hours later.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I know
It
it.
wasn't like a night.
Oh, no, that didn't happen then.
Abby's previously said when Jeff found out Abbey was dating a Liverpool footballer, he was like, "Oh, you're joking! You're not gonna do this. You do that." Was you the same, or was you like, "Get in"?
No, not really. I didn't really know who he was or what she was doing because it was quite secretive, wasn't it?
And no one really tells.
You know, you need to get to know someone fair. You see someone, you like them, they ask you out. It might not work, so you don't be telling everyone like the first if someone's chatting you up.
You have to
go out with them, don't you?
Yeah,
And-
I mean, that
and
was our
see-
first date, right? So
see,
like, we're not gonna. Ab's not gonna broadcast
don't know
that.
if it's
like,
going
until,
any
I could
further,
be a
do you?
complete twat.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you mean could be?
And you're not only a mother but a grandmother now.
Yes.
How do you feel about becoming a grandmother at such an early age? I know my mum didn't take it too well.
It doesn't bother me really.
Yeah, it doesn't bother you. Except
Doesn't bother
our
you,
kids
except
aren't allowed
you
to
won't
tell-
let the kids.
Don't call me grandmother.
Yeah.
They're not
At
allowed
all.
to call her grandma.
Yeah,
or nan.
I remember I had to meet Pete at Stoke to pick Sophia up. And Sophia, he pulled up with Sophia in the car and she was shouting, Nan! And I went, I'll have no more of that, Nan.
Yeah.
It's Kags. That's it. And she never uttered that word ever since.
They've never
She was,
called
That
her.
word.
she was only 12 months old. She was 12 months. I picked it up and she went, all right, Kags. And it's always been that.
It's
and all
always
the
been like
kids.
that in our family in general. I think back to even Trish and
Yeah,
my
Trish
mum
is
was like
always
that.
Trish. Yeah.
My nanny Trees is actually
Does Fran
called
get called Nan?
occasionally. Fran or Nan.
Yeah, same with mine though. I was Betty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you call your Nan Betty?
Johnny and Betty.
Yeah.
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 And some people love it, don't they? Call me grandma.
I can't wait to be
I
called
go,
grandma.
if you say that again, I'll kill you.
Some people can't wait to be grandma.
I used to be out with all my kids and I'll be going, Mom. I'm going, shut up.
Yeah, my mum doesn't even let us call her mum in public. Never mind Nan.
I wouldn't mind being granddad.
Hey,
Like, I'd
sis.
be happy with that.
Yeah, literally.
Well, you do look like sisters. You've had that a lot. Obviously, you two went to Kylie recently, and there was a lot of people that thought you were actually sisters.
The better looking sister, aren't you, mum?
Obviously.
She is. She is. She can
But
have that one.
You've had that a bit,
Yeah.
haven't you? Which is a good thing, obviously.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I've been at Abbey's loads of times and someone's come to the door, knocked at the door and went, hiya, Ab. As thought I was Abbey because I opened her door, her front door and
Caught
stuff.
yourself in the mirror and gone,
I've
still
had-
got it.
I've been out with you, haven't
When-
we? And
when Karen
they've
was-
thought I've been,
A couple of times.
Abbey.
I've had lunch with Karen, or some of the builders were in. So I spoke to Abby earlier, and I was like, I said, Mum.
Made up with that. So obviously, it's Mother's Day is just being. You've brought up 4 kids, got grandkids.
Yeah.
Any words of wisdom?
wisdom. I've just, I don't know, just enjoy it really because it goes, I loved my kids. I absolutely adored them.
So, Karen, you and Abby are similar in some ways. You both had 4 kids, and you both had them relatively early. Would you advocate having kids early, like in a relationship?
I don't think there's any right time. It's really hard work when you have them. And I don't think it matters. You adapt. Your kids adapt.
Yeah.
And that's just your life. It's just the way it goes, isn't it? I don't think if it's older, you'd enjoy it more. If you're younger, you'd enjoy it more. It's the time that you have. Like, I always had a great time with my kids. I love being with them. It was always funny. Abby was always singing. We were all getting ready on a Saturday to go and watch her singing. It was fantastic.
I'm the favourite, aren't I?
She was the favourite,
Yeah.
She was the favourite. Then Sean was born.
Yeah, 18 months later.
When she was the oldest.
Abby was so active. My friend Joan, who lived facing, said, there's this road show. Why don't you put her in there? So we thought,
that's the roadshow that I went to whose dancers came from, who did Crouch Fest.
Yeah.
And she was very talented at that age.
She was I'm going to say she was 8. I was having our John. Abby was 8. So we took her to the roadshow, dropped her off, and it was dropped her off twice a week. So that was great. Got rid of her for a couple of hours. And it went on for a few months, and then it was the show's on. So we went to see her, and it was me and our Fran, all the rest of the kids, me mum, everyone come to see her, and we're sitting in this pub. And next thing, Abby comes out dressed as Madonna. We were sitting down. I didn't even know it was her. Next thing, she got up and sang Material Girl. I could not believe my eyes.
Incredible.
She was fantastic.
Really?
Fantastic. And that was when her singing career started, wasn't it, Ab?
Shut up.
She was amazing. It was our monthly day out in the pubs. We used to go around all the pubs and watch the shows.
You must have been so
I never got dragged to Harlequin show when I was a kid.
Oh my God, she was
went on for at least another 10 years after that as well.
Then our Chloe.
She won.
Chloe was doing it all.
She used to win every show for
Really?
Pat and Craig. Yeah, she was the main one. Craig would do your hair with Neil Fabulous, and I'd be making the big sequins dresses, long dresses like
Really?
Diana Ross, the little fish tail. Oh my God.
What was her best
was
performance?
unreal. Her best performance. She'd win everything all the time. She was
I used to like doing Holiday. Holiday.
Madonna
She
again.
used to do Madonna. And what was that one? Stop. What was that
In the
called?
name of love. That one.
Spice Girls.
No. What was it
No.
called? No, it's just...
Sam Brown. Stop.
Yeah.
What's that
Oh
girl
my
like?
God, she won a competition.
Jamelia covered it. I think it was in Bridget Jones.
Yes, it was.
You heard? No, I don't know.
Yeah.
You
Stop.
better stop.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, she was unreal.
No.
Go on,
Give the people what they want.
Just for the
I'm
old
not well.
for the
I've
old
got no
times.
voice. That's good. You see how quiet I am today. Honestly.
Okay.
So in
right.
school plays, she was the main one.
I was not. I never got
was.
picked. Fucking
did.
Miss whatever her name was hating me.
No, you did. You were
Oh, Dorothy.
Dorothy.
That's a big role.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Judy
She's only
Garland?
got one song, hasn't she?
Dorothy.
Mm.
What, from Wizard of Oz?
Mm.
She's only got one song, but she's got all the frigging dialogue, hasn't she?
Part,
She's the
you know what
main
I mean?
character.
You couldn't, who else would you rather pick?
She's the
Pick a
main
Tin
one
Man.
in the whole of the film.
If I only
So, yeah,
had a brain.
Abby was singing and she was unreal. Absolutely, absolutely loved her.
Did you always
Cool story, bro.
have a suspicion she'd be destined for like showbiz?
Oh
Oh,
God, yes.
shut up, Ross.
Absolutely.
Did you always
Absolutely.
think she'd be the showbiz star that she is today?
What the hell? Shut your mouth, you. You love belittling me.
Do you know what?
She'd be a content. Did you ever think she'd be a content creator?
Absolutely bloody not.
CEO of company on your mouth.
No.
CEO.
Yeah.
She's
Chief
the CEO.
Entertainment Officer.
Sorry. We were a close family. We had the
Why
best
do you keep
times.
talking in past tense? I loved all my children. We had the best times.
Because
still
we
alive.
They grow up and become
Yeah.
twats, don't they?
Because it's a different thing now. You're all adults. I'm thinking about the past when you are the mum and you're telling them all what to do and come on, we're going here and we're doing this and we're doing that. It's different now. You're your mum to your own family. John's with his girlfriend, Elle's with her boyfriend. It's not the same.
What's
These
that
are all
like, Karen?
adults.
Because obviously that me and Av have got that to come, where they have grown up and they're more independent and like. Is there anything?
It's horrible.
Yeah. Do you
It's
You know where we live, Mum?
when Abby met you and she ran off with you, you took my daughter. Oh my God! I thought I was going to die.
Really? Do you blame me?
I cried.
for that?
I couldn't get myself together. I know you were only in Manchester, but you know, we were together night and day. We did everything together, went everywhere. I adored her. She was everything. And then you just come and took a piece.
I feel sorry. I apologise for that.
It was the worst
I
time.
didn't know that I took her.
Well done, Pete. Who's proud of yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as a family, we still did everything together.
Yeah.
So Mother's Day, can you look, did Abby ever make you any homemade gifts, you know, like kids do when they're in school?
I
Things made
remember
out of
stealing
pasta?
a tester from Boots once and wrapping it up for me mum for Mother's Day.
Oh my.
It
Do
was
you
a-
remember that, Karen?
it
Did
was
it
a
have the word
Vici.
tester written on it?
It was a Vici foundation. Do you remember that?
I do remember a little bit of
It's half
Vici.
used.
I was like,
Hold on,
I was like
rewind.
8.
You stole a tester.
I was like 8 at the time.
Teen.
No,
Mr. Teen out there.
no, I was like 8. I remember nicking a tester and wrapping it up and giving it to my mum for Mother's Day.
Nice.
But was she good on Mother's Day? Were you
Always.
yeah. 'Cause I imagine
Always.
that being, even at that young age, I imagine that
Yeah,
being
because
very
she's quite
good with-
creative, isn't she? And she likes to do everything and surprise everyone and give gifts. And so yeah, we had
It's one
everything.
of her fortes, to be fair.
Yes, yeah, that's what she loves. And that's what we did as a family.
So you came along and spoiled
You
it all.
Yeah, I'm
But
getting
you
that vibe.
stole her.
Getting that vibe. You can have her back if you like.
You can't take all my youth. Give me spike me with 4 children, then give me back. That's just not how it works.
Give me back.
Destroy my looks, my body,
Oh God.
and then toss me aside.
Oh, don't come steady on, ladies. Don't gang off on me.
No, I've had a fabulous time as a mother. It's been
What's
amazing.
your
It's
number
been the
one
best.
top parenting tip?
Time with your kids and spending time and doing stuff with them. I don't think you need to be buying them and it causes trouble. The more gifts and stuff they have, I think it's just time, being together, being on holiday together, on the beach, going out, time.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. That I think.
That's what we say as well.
Yeah,
don't we?
because you know what, you can
Sitting them on
spoil
your
them all you
knee.
like, but
Yeah,
just spending.
gifts.
And because I suppose everyone says it as well, like it goes so quick. I imagine that
Oh my
for
God.
you, it just feels like it just gone.
Yeah, I had everything, and then it just went overnight. And you won't know until you come to that point where they're always
Mum,
with
you
you.
had a
and then
12-year gap between 2 kids, so you've had like
No.
lots of like you
Double
had
the fun.
no, so
double the fun.
no, eight years.
Yeah, so you had me and Sean, and then an 8-year gap, and then you had 2 little ones. So you've had it twice.
It's like you had 2 sets of 2 kids.
yeah, yeah. But we
did.
always went. We went everywhere together. We went
That's exactly
everywhere
what you did.
together.
No shit.
Everywhere. These are
Bright spark in the toolbox. That doesn't even make sense either. Just a complete tool, basically.
Brightest tool
And
in
we
the
used to have,
toolbox.
we used to have there's loads of fun going on in my house. You know, one of the biggest things Abby did was when she went into Strictly.
Mm.
Oh my God, that was one of the best moments ever. I was so proud of her. I had all my friends round in my house. We were all drinking wine, or we all had the telly on, all watching her. And I was just praying, like, if she just stayed in for about 3, I'd be really, really
wouldn't be
happy. I don't want
humiliated.
it to go out on the first. And we all watched the show, and then she
Were
came.
you there?
I was no, not
In
in
the
the first one. Not in the first one. No, I was in my kitchen, and she came out. She had this blue dress on, and she was the last dance. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, whoa, blown away. She was by far the best, and I just thought she could win this easy. That was just like the first night.
I remember
I
as well.
couldn't believe it, and everyone was going mad over a dance.
So
It was incredible.
How did you find kind of Ab being known by people? Like, were people coming up to you? Like, all of a sudden, I suppose she was just your Abby, whatever, and then all of a sudden, she was. People knew who she was. What was that like for you?
She was the nation's Abbey.
I'm just going to say,
Why are you being absolute?
That's a good question,
It is.
surely. Like,
Yeah, it is.
yeah.
Why do I feel like I'm just getting the piss taken out of me?
No, that's true. Like, so you went from, you were literally like
no,
your
she was
mum's
Dorothy.
daughter, and then all of a sudden everyone
No,
was.
she was Dorothy at school. She was always something in the school. Our Sean was always football. Our John was always his music. My kids were always doing something, so we weren't known as quite a family. Ellie was a bit younger then, but I was always saying to someone, come and watch Abby, come and see Sean, come and watch John. You know, well, you and Abby used to come and watch Sean, didn't you?
Yeah.
We followed him everywhere,
Amazing.
but that was the same. We followed Abby. We were at Sean's every football match.
Reluctantly, I was, yeah.
We went everywhere.
Is that why you never came to any of mine?
Yeah, because I was dragged there my whole childhood. I absolutely hate football.
Yeah, so usually we do agony abs on this podcast, but because you're here, I think we should do agony Kags.
Yeah.
Ross,
Yeah.
take it away, please.
Take it away, Ross.
Okay. Hey guys, opinions on this would be hugely appreciated so me and my other half can settle an ongoing debate.
Go on.
We've been in a relationship for 10 years now, and I've always had our own lives, which met back home of an evening. What? Which met back up home one evening. However, I am now pregnant, first trimester, meaning I'm absolutely incapable of doing anything but eat my tea and go to bed the moment I get home from my 9 to 5 due to extreme pregnancy exhaustion,
Feel your sister.
crippling backache, and the morning sickness, which lasts from the moment I wake up until the
Amen.
moment I go to bed at night.
Yeah, it's
Amen to that,
nightmare.
sister.
Amen, girl.
Yeah. My other half is on his fitness and well-being journey. It's all right for some.
In the gym?
And goes to the gym every evening, barring
Shakara.
one during the
What
week.
do you want him to do? Like, be tired as well?
No, just
Can he
sit,
not go to the gym? Is he not allowed
sit
to
and
go?
massage
Companion.
his swollen little feet.
Yeah. He finishes work at 7 p.m, by the way, meaning I am so lonely because the things I would usually do, e.g., meeting up with friends, going to the gym, seeing family, I cannot even think about at the minute. P.S. He is also working every weekend, both days, and fitting in the gym after that too.
Bet
Having
he
an
is.
affair.
No. He's just got a mad pregnant woman at home. Oh, I'm working late, mate. I'm doing weekends now as well.
Sorry, I'm going through a tunnel.
In order to have 1 hour of time together in the evening, I'm forcing myself to stay awake until he gets home, which makes me so tired and work the following day. I am well aware he isn't going out getting pissed and staying out until all hours, and is in fact only going to the gym. But surely he has to make some
Why does he have
sacrifices
to go to the gym every
during
day?
this pregnancy too. Looking forward to hopefully seeing the response on our Sunday evening when we watch the pod together. P.S. We haven't announced the pregnancy, so please keep a nun.
Oh, God. Well, firstly, congratulations.
There's going to be two sides to this one.
And commiserations.
No,
I get it. Like, that's very hard. You had very similar symptoms.
yeah.
Were you like that, Karen?
I think it's, you know, you're all right. You're all right taking part 50-50 whilst getting pregnant. But once you're pregnant, you kind of back off a little bit.
But if he finishes work at 7, right, and like, you know, maybe he should come home. You shouldn't be doing
I
that
don't think
every
you should Go
night.
to the gym every night.
No.
But what if she's asleep though?
But if she's sick though
She
and
has
needs help,
dinner, then she goes to bed
But she doesn't
before.
want to eat her dinner on her own.
But she said as soon as she gets in from work, is it like 5 or something? And then he's not even home then. So she's asleep when he gets home. So should he not just go to the gym and then come back?
Or should you get up early and go to the gym? Why go after work?
Exactly, Ross.
Good.
See, listeners, that's why Ross
Yeah.
is a top guy. See?
Are you having a
It's
go
like
at me here?
that. She's asleep anyway.
No, no.
am I supposed to be out?
I think I agree with the.
She's asleep. May as well come in at 7 when she wakes up.
I think like I get the symptoms. It's horrendous being that ill for that long. I do get. I know it's hard for you, definitely, but
It's hard for me too.
no, it's not hard at all for us. But what I'm saying is like, what is he? Should he come home and just
Help.
lie with her?
Yeah.
But she's asleep.
She might not be asleep.
No
if
one
he was
likes
home.
sleeping on their own, Pete.
Agreed.
If he came home, she might not go to sleep. She was probably going to sleep because she's bored on her own.
Exactly that.
Yeah.
And she's.
I'm with you. It's a bit of give and take, but I'm saying if she
What
is
else
asleep,
would you
I
be
think
doing?
obviously she finishes work at 5, she eats her dinner early, she goes to bed, and she is lonely. I think they should come to a compromise, and he halves his gym work, and on the days he doesn't go to the gym, he rushes home with like a takeaway or cooks her a nice dinner and says to her, "You have a little snack at 5, a little power nap. Have a snack, a power nap. I'll make you dinner when I get home."
Yeah.
And they eat together, chat, and then go to bed around 9:30.
Okay, can I just play devil's advocate a little bit here? Imagine, right? He's going to the gym because he's fighting his weight, right? He stops going to the gym, but he's nice to her. She has the baby, and then sees it and goes, "Fuck off, you fat bastard."
I'm leaving you.
Gets rid of him.
I don't think he's going to
Well,
the
I'm
gym
just-
for weight.
Yeah, but how do you know?
management.
What I'm
I
saying is
don't-
he might be battling a real weight
No,
issue.
he just doesn't want to be in that.
Yeah, but like I'm saying, it's all different scenarios. He could be, and then he could feel shit about himself and then not be good as well.
She's probably a nightmare to be around. To be
Sounds
fair.
like it.
She's probably a nightmare, and he's staying out the house late. That's
Well,
probably
I don't
the
think
top
being
one.
tired and sick is
Spewing-
nice.
he should
spewing
go in the
24/7.
morning.
She's
Of course,
knackered.
it's not 2v1 anymore, mate.
I think he should do his 2-hour gym in the morning and get home at 5.
I think he's
The
a
hell goes
bastard.
to gym
He's
for
a
2
bastard.
hours?
No. Yeah.
That's what I want to know.
Or if he's working on his weight issue that he's got.
You've just made this up that he's got a weight issue. No one in the right frame of mind goes to the gym for 2 hours.
Yeah.
30,
I
35
reckon you can
minutes.
bang it out. Like
35 minutes is sufficient.
you can bang that out in 40 minutes.
We bang it out. Switch and
do.
strength. Me and Pete doing the strength and
Dude,
switch.
look at us. You know what I mean? Like we are the pinnacle.
Look at us.
Sheen.
I'm fatter than Pete. Oh God, Pete had me again in the mirror. I had the girls in bed with me last night. We were watching the Young Victoria. No, I told you my dresser table mirror goes into the mirror, and Pete just like stripping off, bending over. But you don't know that you do that because you do it every night. And
No, I do know because you tell me every single day.
the one.
Or would you rather full frontal?
Yeah, I actually would.
No.
I'd rather see the
Not
full
my
frontal than a
daughters, I
big
think my-
bum
The
black
hole.
hole of Calcutta.
My daughters are in the bed.
You're traumatized.
I don't want to see a big
What
friggin'
Calcutta was that? Can't say any of this. Cut.
what's the black hole cock?
Who said that?
My mum.
Oh God.
So
It's the motion though. The pants come down so quick.
What
And
do you
then
want me
you
to
do
do?
like
I'm
this-
getting ready for bed.
Then
like,
you do this like slow bend over, and then you pick each
if
foot out.
I'm getting double mirrored here. Do you know what I mean? I'm getting like bang. It's like a triple mirror situation. I don't know where to go. Like,
I don't know where to look.
what's supposed to do? It's a triple mirror. Like my daughters are in the bed. I'm
But
trying
Liv
to.
said to me, "Mom, your bum is so much bigger than Dad's."
Oh,
I was like, "I know."
Yeah, but that's
Conquering a hanky.
yeah.
I've got a conquering a hanky. That's like
supposed to be
women's
bigger.
bums are bigger.
Mm.
Most
Yeah.
of the time.
So, any final words for the woman, the pregnant lady?
I think it's got to be compromise.
She's having a baby.
Yeah.
You can't be doing like if you're a single fit person. You have to accommodate your partner.
Yeah,
And
listen.
he should be going to the gym maybe for that 2 hours of a morning and home when she needs him, when she's been to work all day and tired.
I think
bit of help.
it would be nice to just not have to kind of say these things. Just, a bit of common sense and a bit of compassion.
Yeah.
Voluntary compassion.
Joking aside, I think you do have to make sacrifices when you have a baby, and that includes having a pregnant wife like to look after. But having said that as well, he seems to be working a lot. And I don't know. Obviously, if it's legitimate working, that's till 7 o'clock and weekends as well. It's
Mm.
full hammer job.
No, yeah, I'm surprised he even got the energy.
She's probably having a kip. She's having a nap in the car.
Yeah. Oh my God.
No, I think just split it. Compromise.
Yeah, compromise. And if he's that tired, sack the gym off.
Yeah.
If he's working weekends,
He's never once said he's tired, by the way.
if he's working weekends, forget the gym for a few months.
Okay,
So she gets back on her feet.
He could just put like a a workout DVD on in the house and do it in front of her, naked.
Absolutely.
Yeah, just don't do it in front of the mirror from behind. Whatever you do, God's sake. Okay, right, I'm gonna move on. Hey guys, hoping you both help me out on this one. My wife and I have purchased a new house in the countryside that requires a complete renovation.
Oh, gel.
I handled all the planning details with the architect and so on. She's been asking for my input on the design, which, to be honest, I don't find myself interested in. Initially, I tried to share my opinions, but it turns out that everything she chooses is the exact opposite of my suggestions. As a result, I've adopted a hands-off approach because I genuinely don't have a preference. However, she now views me as unhelpful and uncaring. The other day, after I went to play golf, I was instructed to return immediately to visit the bathroom shops. The problem is, she chooses something that expects me to talk about it for the entire evening and then changes her mind. This project is transforming a previously balanced and normal situation into an incredibly stressful ordeal. What actions should I take to make her normal again?
That sounds like you, Pete, doesn't it?
That is very much my life.
Do you know what? I'm just starting to think why like people even get married.
Yeah.
Because every single question that comes into this podcast, everyone goes, oh my God, that's me. Everyone experienced it. Everyone's unhappy. No one likes spending time with each other. No one has got the same interests as the partner. So
well, I one of the first Therapy Crouch podcasts, I said I'd be better suited to one of my best pals. But unfortunately, I don't fancy him in any way. And that...
not even a little bit?
Not at all. Not at all. You do, by the sounds of it.
Oh, no thanks.
But unfortunately, you're not going to be in love with your best pal, though, are
No,
you?
but that's what I'm saying. I just don't know. I don't know. But what I'm saying is all my common interests are
with your friends.
yeah.
Pete, you love going to the tile shop with me. You love house stuff, to be fair.
I don't mind house stuff, but like bathroom tiles and stuff like that, like you have a real passion for.
And it sounds like she wants to bring him, even though she knows that she's never going to take his opinion, and she just wants him there.
Yeah, so
She
like
just wants an iron him.
whatever
I
he
think
says.
you do need someone with you. It's nice to have someone say, yeah, that's great what you've picked.
But that's the with Ab when she
It's
wears
support,
something.
isn't it? Yeah, you just want that pass on your back, like that support. Yeah, that's great what you've done. That looks lovely what you've done. Don't you think?
Yeah, but like
Not doing everything on your own. You might as well not be married.
Yeah, but
Ab
bring
will
him
come
in.
down and she'll say, do you like these shoes or these shoes? And I'll say, they're absolute belters, then wear those ones. She's like, I'm going to wear these.
Literally.
like that. Literally like that.
And then you'll change your response to go, oh yeah, you're right.
Then I
You're
go,
right.
yeah,
You're right, babe.
God,
You are
I was
right.
so wrong,
I was
actually.
gonna
Can we
say
leave
that.
now?
But it's still nice to have an opinion, isn't it? Someone that's showing some interest.
That's why I love Martin so much.
I actually don't mind the house stuff. I'll be honest. I don't mind it.
Martin, we talk for hours.
Yeah, but he's an interior designer.
I know.
Like literally, like I can't. I'm always going to get
We
beat
just
by
like
that.
drape like a piece of fabric over a couch. You just sit there looking at it for like hours. Do we think of that?
Sounds riveting.
It is riveting. It is riveting.
Would you like me to be like that?
I'd love you to be
Would
like that.
you?
I'd love you to be able to build things. I would love to be able to build things myself. I see all these women on Instagram like, stripping the stairs and putting runners down and bricking, a backsplash.
I've bricked a few backsplashes.
What?
A couple of my bricks of black.
What do you mean?
No, it doesn't mean anything.
Oh, Mum, I've really enjoyed having you on.
Yeah, I love it.
She's pissed
I-
now. I'll take her home.
Really enjoyed it.
Do you remember when we did our podcast together, Kags?
So is that right? I've just found out today that my mum was the kind of trial run.
Me and Kags were the pilot
It was
for
12
this.
months ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, just over, yeah. And we sat on our John's couch and
My
John.
hair was short, I had full fringe.
Yeah.
I reckon we put that out.
Yeah.
We
I
should-
reckon
you've
we put
got
that
it,
out
haven't
one week.
Got a
John's got it apparently.
got
Little
to fuzz
bonus
your
episode.
face.
So yeah, we've come a long way from the pilot.
We have. Yeah. At least we had a nice meal that night beforehand, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. We went to Blue's Kitchen.
We're going to have a meal now.
Yeah.
Quickly before we
went
go.
to
Abby
Blues.
doesn't feed anyone on this podcast.
Not even Rio.
I know, poor Rio. Well, thanks so much for coming on, Mum. I've really enjoyed it, and you'll have to come back soon.
And I've loved it. If you want to get rid of Pete, and I'll jump on. That'll be fine.
I think Pete sounds like he'd more like to get rid of me.
Oh,
Well, me and Pete could do, couldn't we, Pete?
yeah. Who needs her, Karen? You know what I mean?
Well, I'm glad you had a good time, and thanks for coming, and peace out.
Shabba.